Appelt here. I'm coming to you today to talk about a brand new book by my friend Tami Lewis Brown, and that book is The Map of Me. Now, I wanted to interview Tami for this video, but as it turns out, Tami is out and about. And anybody who knows her shouldn't be surprised because Tami is a world traveler, and last I heard she was somewhere in Scotland off with her daughter, and so I can't track her down, so it's just going to be me today. And after all, it's the map of me, right? So there you go. Anyway, most of you know Tami as the author of a wonderful picture book biography about Eleanor Smith. And Eleanor Smith was a wonderful pilot, an early American female pilot whose great claim to fame is that she flew underneath all 4 bridges in Manhattan. And the picture book, Soar Eleanor, is truly amazing. It soars, you could say. And Tami wrote that book partly because she herself is a pilot, and so her interest in airplanes and female pilots is a personal one. So it shouldn't surprise anyone that she's jaunting about somewhere. Who knows where she is. But anyway, The Map of Me is also a road story, and it's about 2 sisters, and it's told from Margie's point of view. And so I want to give you just a little bit of a taste of this wonderful new book. And but before I do, what you need to know is that Margie is a big sister, and she has a genius of a little sister, and her little sister's name is Peep. And Peep creates all kinds of problems for Margie, but mostly Margie just feels inadequate in Peep's presence. So the 2 girls have just come home, and they have discovered that their mother is missing. Hello. Did you want me to read the story to you? Anyway, they've just discovered that their mother is gone. And the other thing you need to know about their mother is that she collects chickens, which is why I have the chicken on my table here. I didn't really invite the cat, but he likes to be read to, so would you like for me to read? Well, there you go. Anyway, The Map of Me. This is a little part of chapter 3. So here we go. And it's right when they come home from school, the 2 girls. "What's that?" I asked. Pete peered at the paper. "It says I have to go." Something tightened inside me, wrapping around my guts, twisting like wet shoestrings tied in double knots. "Mama signed it." Pete snatched the sheet from the refrigerator, waving the page toward my face. Her voice was squeaky, more babyfied than ever. "She wrote her whole name, Helen Marie Tempest." "Give that here," I said. Pete twisted her arm behind her back, but I was stronger. I pulled until I had the paper clenched in my fist. It just ripped a little. "I have to go." Solid as words carved on a tombstone. This was crazy. Mama did not go. The second hand tiptoed around her 3 French hens' wall clock. Quiet, not a tick. "She's gone for a walk," I said, even though the only place Mama walked was down the grocery aisle. Pete blinked. Her eyes said, "This is all your fault," but her mouth kept still. It might have been better to have Daddy home stomping around than to be surrounded by all this silence. I turned to the stove. A pan of mushroom soup sat on the back burner, little brown floaters bobbing to the surface. Mama was not exactly a super great cook. I stirred the soup around and around and around until it swirled into a foamy gray whirlpool. "Maybe she's out buying crackers," I said. That explained it. I was the queen of realistic explanations. Pete pulled the cabinet door open and slammed a box of saltines next to the sink. "We had plenty of crackers," she said, loud, way loud. "She's just," I started to say. "Just what?" what? Pete began shoving stuff across the counter like she expected to find Mama hiding behind her hen and chicks cookie jar. If she's here, where are her canisters? She pointed to the corner by the fridge, home base for the little red hen, flour, sugar, and whatnot jars. $29.95 per month, with Chucky Lucky free to the first 100 callers. Mama had collected those jars one at a time over 4 years. She just needed one more, the Henny Penny coin canister. Then everything would be complete. But now, Mama's cupboard was bare. They'd flown the coop, every one. I had no realistic explanation for that. Pete trotted upstairs as I opened the refrigerator, matter of fact, like all I wanted was a snack, like it was normal for a lady to go for a stroll with her canisters, leaving her family with nothing but an "I have to go" and a pot of rubber soup. I stared at the refrigerator shelves. Burnt sugar pudding, sour cream ambrosia, all in tidy rows, wrapped up tight. Crushed pineapple, chipped beef, diced ham, meat in alphabetical order. Before I could pull out a plate, Pete lunged back into the room, cheeks pink, breathing hard like she'd run the field day 50-yard dash. Her suitcase is gone! Mama wouldn't haul out her Samsonite on a whim. You did not take luggage and an armload of canisters for a trip to the grocery store or to a parent-teacher conference. Pete was right. Mama was gone. So there you go. Just a tiny little snippet of this really wonderful new book, The Map of Me by Tami Lewis Brown. And so Tami, I don't know where you are. Maybe you're traveling across the desert on a camel. Maybe you're on a cruise across the Adriatic Sea. Who knows? I'm sure it's someplace wonderful. But congratulations on your terrific new book, The Map of Me. Adios. Bye.